Today we'll be going over Yves L'homme. Some people regard this fragrance as a classic, but is it still worth it today? Let's get into this review. The scent profile on this one is fresh and clean. It's gonna open up with a bright lemon and bergamot combination with a prominent ginger note. And then as it dries down, you're gonna get some spices, and then eventually it's gonna become soapy clean with this nice cedar and vetiver combination. This is a unique fresh and clean fragrance. It's not gonna smell like a shower gel, like Dior Sauvage, like Yves Saint Laurent Y or Bleue de Chanel. It's not gonna smell like a deodorant like Mont Blanc Legend Spirit or Paco Rabanne Invictus. In fact, this is a classy, elegant, simple fragrance. If you enjoy, for example, Dior Homme 2020 or something like Terre de Hermes, I personally think you would enjoy this fragrance. Now, I'm not saying it's a clone or smells similar to them, but in my opinion, on the market, I would say it leans towards that direction more than the other fragrances that I mentioned previously. Now, performance on this one, you need to know that right away. It's not good, guys. You're probably gonna get maybe like 4 to 5 hours of performance tops out of this one. The projection is not that strong either. I mean, literally, guys, within the first hour of spraying this fragrance, it's gonna become a very close to the body scent. Like, if people are gonna pick this up, they'd literally probably have to hug you. Like, same thing that I get with L'homme Le Parfum. It's something about this lineup right here that the projection is not the strongest, the performance is not the strongest, but if you're somebody who really enjoys a lightweight fragrance, you don't like strong fragrances, I think you'd personally really enjoy this fragrance. So again, guys, performance is not the best. Versatility on this one right here is a solid 10 out of 10. You could literally wear it in any situation, any occasion, winter, spring, summer, fall. This fragrance could do it all. But I will tell you, I think it shines a little bit more in those elegant situations. So if you wear a suit and tie, a blazer, a crisp white shirt, a crisp polo in the summertime, a white linen shirt, I think that's when this fragrance shines the most. But you are able to dress it down. So if you want to wear just a t-shirt, maybe take it to the gym, this fragrance is perfect for that. You can definitely wear it on a date. I wouldn't say you're gonna blow her away with this fragrance. I think L'homme Le Parfum from this lineup fits a little bit better for the date situation, but you could easily wear it for this one. You're gonna smell fresh and clean, inoffensive, and mass appealing. Now, when it comes to the flanker line, I do believe this one here still stands a test of time. I do believe it still holds its own because, again, it's a very unique DNA. It's fresh and clean, mass appealing, has that gentleman vibe behind it, and the scent profile on this one is timeless. But if you're interested in other flankers, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown behind them and tell you how they compare to this one. We'll start it off with L'homme Cologne Bleue. This is one of my personal favorites. I love this one in a high heat. I love wearing this one to the gym. It pretty much takes the original DNA, freshens it up for you, has this aquatic, almost like a fabric softener kind of vibe behind it. Not as elegant as the original, but it still has enough elegant touches in there that you are able to wear it in the office. You are able to wear it in casual situations, a suit and tie easily. Also, I do believe it performs a little bit better than the original. You're probably gonna get maybe 6 to 7 hours out of this one compared to the original, where it's like 4 or 5 hours. I do believe owning both of these two fragrances is a bit redundant. So if you wanted a more aquatic, more modernized version, I would suggest this one. And another flanker that I really love from this lineup is YSl L'homme Le Parfum. And I believe this is the most underrated fragrance on the market today. One of the most easily. This one takes the original DNA and modernizes it a lot more. It does have that blue DNA kind of fragrance. The way I describe this one is if you take the original L'homme DNA and combine it with Bleue de Chanel, this is what you get right here. It's gonna have a bright citrus opening with a nice combination of woods. The performance out of this one is the best out of the 3 that I mentioned. This one gets easily 7 to 8 hours of performance. This was a fragrance a lot of my friends would recommend to me, like, please get it, please get it. It gets a ton of compliments. I got this one. I started receiving compliments. So if you are looking for a modernized version of the L'homme DNA, it's gonna have way more performance. It's still gonna have the same versatility and elegance. It's gonna get you way more compliments. I think this one here is an extremely underrated scent that could easily be your signature. If I had to choose two personally, I would take Cologne Bleue and I would take Le Parfum because they offer way more performance and they're just as versatile as the original. But again, that's just my take, but I do believe this is still a timeless classic and it does hold its own when it comes to the other flankers. Now, as you can see, guys, I'm almost done with the bottle. And I've never received a compliment. So it's a great fragrance. It's mass appealing, inoffensive, but because of the lack of performance, again, you're probably gonna get like 4 hours or so. The projection is not strong. It's not gonna get you noticed. Now, when I compare it to the other flankers, for example, Cologne Bleue has gotten me compliments and Le Parfum has gotten me the most compliments out of the 3. I don't think the DNA is bad, right? Like when I show it to girls like up close, they always like it. They always find it to be appealing. Some girls say it smells good. Like they don't find it to be mind blowing or anything like that. So keep that in mind. If you're looking for compliments, this fragrance is probably not gonna be it for you. So should you buy YSl L'homme? Let me tell you this. If you're somebody who's been wearing this fragrance for like 16, 17 years who doesn't like a strong fragrance, you should definitely keep buying it. It is timeless, it's classy, it's inoffensive. People love this fragrance when they're able to smell it, but I will advise you, get the 200 ml bottle and overspray it because the performance on this one is not good, and so is the projection. If you're somebody who's never worn this fragrance, I do believe the other flankers that I mentioned in this video do a much better job. For example, Le Parfum is gonna offer you way more performance with a way more modernized DNA. Again, it's not gonna smell similar to this one. It's gonna be extremely mass appealing. It's gonna offer you way more performance, and it's gonna get you way more compliments. I believe Cologne Bleue is a much better version of this one today because it's fresher, it's more aquatic, it's more mass appealing in my opinion, and it does offer more performance, and you are able to wear it for the same situations you wear YSl L'homme. So it's a bit tough for me to tell you to get this one over the two other flankers, but again, it's not redundant to own more than one. I would say either get this one and Le Parfum or get the other two that I mentioned. But again, this is a timeless classic, and if you've been wearing it for the last 16, 17 years, just buy the 200 ml bottle and overspray it, and you should be a happy camper. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review of YSl L'homme. If you did, give it a like, leave a comment below what video you want to see next. Make sure to subscribe, and you can follow me on social media right there. Have a good day, guys.